Welcome, history enthusiasts, to another deep dive into the past. Today, we're unveiling the dark history of slavery through 10 revealing facts. Fact 1. The ancient civilizations of Egypt, Greece, and Rome all practiced slavery extensively. Slaves in these societies were often prisoners of war or debtors, stripped of their freedom and rights. Fact 2. The transatlantic slave trade, which began in the 15th century, was responsible for the forced migration of between 12 to 15 million Africans to the Americas. The horrors of this journey, known as the Middle Passage, were unimaginable, with mortality rates extremely high. Fact 3. In the Americas, slaves were primarily used for labor-intensive crop farming like cotton and sugar, shaping the economic landscapes of these regions dramatically. Fact 4. Slavery was not only a physical condition but also a mental manipulation. Slave owners often used tactics such as splitting families and psychological abuse to maintain control. Fact 5. Various forms of resistance, including revolts, escape attempts, and subtle forms of defiance like work slowdowns, were common among slaves. The most famous revolt perhaps being led by Nat Turner in 1831. Fact 6. The abolition of slavery began in the late 18th century with movements in Europe and the Americas. However, it wasn't until the 19th century that major laws like the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863 in the United States were enacted. Fact 7. Despite the abolition, forms of slavery still persist today, often termed as modern slavery or human trafficking. This includes forced labor, debt bondage, and more. Fact 8. The economic impact of slavery is still felt today. Many argue that the wealth generated from slave labor laid the foundations for modern capitalist economies. Fact 9. The psychological and societal impacts of slavery also linger, contributing to racial inequality and systemic discrimination that are still prevalent in many societies. Fact 10. The study and education about slavery are crucial in understanding the roots of many contemporary issues and in the fight against modern forms of enslavement. Understanding our past is key to building a better future. And while the truth might be uncomfortable, it's essential for progress. Stay curious and keep exploring history. Until next time.